All right, we're getting there. Got it. All right, welcome all the live stream people out there in YouTube land. All right, Arj, let's go. Let's get this started. We're so happy that you're here to share this with you. And we got people from the UK. Teddy just joined us. Harry's down in Australia. It's all good. And oh, I love this picture. All right, I'm up in New Hampshire, and this is not where I am. RJ's on the beach of Florida, and that's probably his picture, better than me. But welcome. We are an energetic health and wellness company. And flip this baby, Arj. We have a lot of good stuff. I have to tell them the history.
Okay.
Yes, this is our Saturday Zoom event. Same time, same channel. You will get RJ, you will get Father, and we will have fun. Oh, you know, one of the big differences from us and most other people is we have 14 major industry awards. I was talking to somebody with a company, and they're like, yeah, we got the small business of my town, of the town they were in, award for best business. And I'm like, yeah, we've got a few awards. We got world's greatest invention in the Americas. That's North and South America. We won that with a check. We won the Edison Award. So I'm pretty proud. Our awards are huge. We were, you know, besides our 6 patents, we've been on Fox News. RJ was live with Stuart Varney. We've been in USA Today. But the Gold Medal Edison Award on the red carpet in New York City was monstrous. And it was just funny because somebody was, you know, their big claim to fame was the local, you know, best of. Anyways, our awards are real. They're huge. So we're pretty proud of that. And, you know, the other thing we're proud of that RJ's banner isn't here is we hit 10 years. Woo. And we're pretty proud of 10 years. Woohoo, baby. You know, not 1 year, not 2. We are 10 years old. And today's topic is the wow tag. So before I get started, I am going to tell you the history. I had a vet that got our products in the Midwest, Doc Tom, and he was a supplement reseller, and he was a vet, and we met him at a trade show, and he fell in love with what we did and our frequencies. So he's like, Rick, I need you to replicate these frequencies, and so I can put it on a dog collar, because I've been putting your patches on my collar for my dogs, and it works phenomenal, but the patches don't stay. So I go, all right. So we noodle it, and we actually came up with this. RJ, take the screen down so I can show this better.
Here we go.
All right, this is so cool. This is the original, okay? All right, all the frequencies were put into, we programmed it into an EMF Shield type and wrapped it around the dog collar. And the frequencies came from the doctor, what he wanted. And so we did that for a while, and it was kind of cheesy looking, but it worked. It worked great. And he kept saying, can you add this? Can you add this? And we're like, yep. So as we do everything, we keep trying to make it better. So then he's like, Rick, you know, I need something permanent, like they can wear. So we made a Doc Tom pet tag, pet relief. And this is RJ, the OG.
That is the OG.
Okay. This is the OG. This is the Doc Tom pet tag. And we made this cool brochure, okay, about it. And understand, the doctor was really intelligent. So I'm going to read you exactly what he wrote, and you might get the gist of what might be in this. All right. And this, again, this is all of our products evolve, that we just keep making them better. All right. This is from his brochure. A complex nerve and chemical messenger network called the endocannabinoid system works throughout the body, helping to combat stress and maintain balance. Disruption of the endocannabinoid system may cause disease, anxiety, immune weakness, and other health-related problems. Doc Tom's Pet Relief offers cutting-edge U.S. patented technology to assist with these disruptive problems in your pets Got a gist what might be in this? All right. He was focused on the endocannabinoid system. All right. The pet relief, this is when it first came out, are unique carbon fiber pet tags programmed with harmonizing biofrequency waves that work naturally to support healing and the overall health of your pets. After years of testing and clinical use, Vet Tom is now sharing this incredible technology with all pets and their owners. That's one little thing. Then on the other side, it talks about stress. Stress is a regular part of our pets' lives. Pollution, processed foods, chemicals, all drain your pet's energy and vitality. And then it talks again, Doc Tom's Pet Relief Discs use patented biofrequency energy waves that help your pet stay balanced, comfortable, and energized by supporting the endocannabinoid system. These harmonizing frequencies in the Pet Relief Disc can benefit and assist mobility, stiffness, anxiety, digestive issues, discomfort, immunity, function, and vitality. Got the gist? Understand the endocannabinoid system works on frequencies. It has, when the body recognizes the frequencies, the receptor picks it up and it triggers, there's two different receptors. And if you can program like intelligent people like we are and hit both of the receptors, you're basically turning a switch on so the endocannabinoid system works. And Doc Tom wanted that to happen and it worked. And so this was round one. Then we made the Wow Pet Tag. Wow Pet Tag was a big hit. All right. And we're going to talk about the pet tag, but we have a doctor in Atlanta that loves us, loves our products, heard about the Wow Pet Tag, has a dog, gave it to its dog. Had a patient come in, stressed out, anxiety, gave it to a patient, patient loved it. Had another patient come in, stress, anxiety, gave him it, boom, worked great. So he's ordering all these pet tags, calls me up one day and goes, Rick, I got to tell you, I love the pet tag, but I'm using it for humans and they love it, but they don't like wearing something that says pet tag. All right. The frequencies are incredible. The product's incredible, but Rick, can you do something with the word pet? So, ta-da, Wow Tag, good for pets and humans. So you have an endocannabinoid system just like your pet. You have stress just like your pet. You have, mobility, stiffness, all right, just like your pet. So hence the Wow Tag. And every time we make something, we make it a little bit better. So then our doctors get a hold of it and they said, Rick, maybe if you added maca root or something, you can make your product a little bit better. So like everything, we always evolve. But that's how, from this to the Wow Tag. So RJ, all right, that's the history. I had to share that because that's the way we work. Our doctors help us, we work with them, and we just keep getting better. So RJ, what do we have next?
All righty. We have
ta-da.
Back to
Maybe we don't have.
Maybe we do.
RJ, I'm seeing a monster screen of all the stuff on the bottom.
Let's see. Here we go.
Let's see what we have.
Now you should see the Wow Tag.
Oh. RJ, this is just a beautiful tag.
Right?
And as it evolves, this is stunning. Like, it is really a good looking tag. And one of the things we focused on is discomfort and inflammation. And yes, we do a great job with that. Flexibility and mobility. Yes. Stress and tension. Yes. Improved quality of sleep. 4th of July, every pet on the planet needs this because of stress. They go nuts. My dog hides in our closet, even with this. So I got to tell you, like humans are no different, stress. And if you ever talk and listen to some of our doctors like Dr. And chronic stress is the root of so many problems. It takes your immune system down, like chronic stress and stress. So if you can help yourself with a tag to take your stress level down, your body's just going to function better. And we probably have some very incredible ingredients in here that activate both of the receptors of the endocannabinoid system. So again, the history of this came from pets, but not only does it help pets, it helps humans. And, you know, it does a phenomenal job. If you are a stressed out person, I seriously recommend the Wow Tag. Oh, and we're manufactured under 3 US patents, and we're made in the USA. Isn't that a nice thing, Arch? We're made in the USA.
Yes, yes.
You know, we are made in the USA. We're patented in the USA, and we are a USA company doing business for 10 years. So anyway, support the USA. Next.
We got some furry friends testimonials.
Furries. Let's hear for some furry friends. Remember the history came from pets. So we have pets. This is cute.
It's there checking in. Now look, I'm 13, so I loves me a good sleep. Maybe too much, because that's about all I do anymore. Heck, I'm sorry to say I think even my bird watching days are over. But my mom's got this pupper Louie, and he's 13 too. But, well, he's like a new dog since Mom ordered him something called a Wow Pet Tag. Ugh, the energy makes me tired just to watch him. And, Louie, where'd that pot belly of yours go? So anyway, I told my mom I needed my own Wow Pet Tag, and she just went online and ordered one for me. Now, it'll be here in a couple of days, so watch this space and I'll report back on how I get on with my Wow Pet Tag. After a while, crocodiles.
Well,
All right.
you know, you got to laugh and you got to enjoy life. That's all I can say. Again, how the product evolved, it was originally made for pets. And, you know, when a doctor says, Rick, I really have a problem telling my patients, you know, my humans who love it, you know, you wear the pet tag. So then it became the Wow Tag for humans and pets, but pets love it. Let's see this one, Arch.
Yes.
Everyone, my mom doesn't usually let me on Facebook, but while she's on the phone, I wanted to tell you something. You see this little tag around my collar my mom has me wearing 24/7? Well, she actually wears one too. And she wants me to wear it because she wants me to stay healthy and happy and flexible. Well, at least that's what she says anyway. But I know it's because she loves the bounce in my step and all my little spins and twirls that I do for treats. Now, if you want your furry friends to be healthy and happy and run around and have fun, then you better talk to my mom when she gets off the phone and get one of these Wow Pet Tags like she's got me wearing. Bye now.
All right, RJ, you know what? This is another funny story. So I'm at my house and I have the Doc Tom in our cellophane. All right. Now, the funny thing is, if you've ever opened one of our package, it'll give you a migraine because our cellophane is so strong. We cut the corner to help you rip it. So I'm trying to rip it. And I'm like getting stressed. So I finally cut it with a knife. All right. Because we really do use good cellophane. And that reminded me of a story. I shipped somebody Revive for bad headaches. And they go, Rick, just opening your package gave me a headache. Just so everyone knows, use a scissor. Our cellophane is like impermeable. Okay, no kidding, Arch. It was like, I'm like, argh! And I'm laughing. It's like, yep. And again, this product's probably 9 years old, 8 years old. All right, the Doc Tom tag. And I'm going to go put it on my dog. It works great. But our cellophane's been tough for day one. All right, sorry. Let's go back to pet tags. I just had to tell you that.
Okay.
Humans. Oh, we love humans.
We got humans.
Humans. What do humans have to say?
Here from Melissa.
Texas.
My neighbor inherited her father's dog, Peanut, who's 14 years old, when her father passed away. And he had been very ill for many years in a nursing home. And by the time she got Peanut, Peanut had, stress and anxiety issues. She would lick herself raw whenever she got stressed or anxious. So we go for walks a lot, and I said, could we please put a tag on Peanut and see if that makes a difference? So we did. I went out of town the next day, and Dawn, my neighbor, texted and said, Peanut's not licking. And then the next day she's texting and she goes, this is 2 days. She has not licked. On the third day, she goes, what's in this tag? Well, since then, my neighbor and her husband and both kids are wearing their tags, and Peanut is doing fabulous. Plus, she's 14. She even has better mobility.
All right.
We also keep it in a static bag, just so you know, which also helps preserve it. All of our carbon fiber comes in this really good looking static bag, which helps our products last, because we actually care. We want to make sure that everything that comes out of our office is a 10. And we've done a pretty good job doing that. What do we have next, Arch?
Let's hear it from Hannah.
Hannah.
So I have some plastic tubs. I have 4 different colors so that I could document which product was where and which one was my control. And I switched it up every week for the last 4 months. They're 100-gallon tanks. And I put a wow tag in one. And I put the earthing card in one.
Yeah.
And I put the food freshness card in the other. And the 4th was our control. They were all spread out throughout the pasture. So they actually had to go and find what they were looking for. And every day for the first 2 weeks, I had to go refill the wow water at least 2 or 3 times a day. And I wasn't sure if it was just because they were all sort of in a central location. It was easier to get to. That's where they were hanging out that day. So I took the wow water and I put it on the far corner of their pasture. So they'd all have to really go and travel to get it and search for it. And they still emptied it twice in one day. Love this. This one is actually really fun. I had my wow tag clipped to the inside of my bra strap. And it was the first time I'd gone out in the pasture with the bulls and everybody. And I got within our big bull's energy zone. Normally, he's really respectful of my space. That day, he was not. He wasn't rude or aggressive at all, but he came and he rubbed his head all over my shoulder where he could find it. I was like, that's really weird. So I went in and I moved the wow tag to my hip pocket. A couple hours later, went out to see him and he knew where it was again. And he rubbed all over it and he's just absolutely fine. This morning, I stuck it inside my glove and went out and just held my hands out to either side and he still knew where it was. And just to see if there was a difference in the person, I had my husband do the same test and he just went and stood in the pasture with the tag wherever, and as consistently, he goes right to wherever the tag is at.
You know, Hannah has more stories with her farm on the pet tag, on the wow tag, and she swears by it. But, you know, Arj, we have a good friend, Cynthia, that has more stories because she said she took it off and she was about ready to chew someone's head off. And then she's like, wow, what did I? And then I put the wow tag back on. It was like, ooh, earth, you know, everything is good again. And she goes, it was such a difference. I took it off and, you know, I went into a stress bucket and, you know, and I put the wow tag back on. I felt great. And we really like that. So do we have another one, Arch?
We do. Let's hear it from Elaine.
In the UK, what does Elaine have to say?
Right, okay, well, I've got a German Shepherd. That's Layla. Kind of inspired me with the packets and how the cows and the goats picked what they want. So Layla's got a wow pack tag on. And I thought I will put one of every product we have, a packet of everything, on the floor in the dining room and I'll call her in. And I put the blue bottle with the food freshness card at the end nearest to me. Anyway, so she's come in and she's not used to all these things on the floor, and she's nosing around, and she spotted this and she went straight to this, and she just sat there and hitting that and looking at me. And I've got her here. I'm going to see whether she will actually come. Come, Layla, can you see her?
Yep.
And she absolutely loves it. Good gal. Yeah, and then I did the trick again, but this time I semi-hid the bottle. She went and found the bottle, and she's like looking at me, will you please spray me? She absolutely loves this. And then we've got little Rosie. Now, this is Rosie, and this is Esme. Rosie's my daughter's dog. And unfortunately, she was a rescue dog, and she had a horrendous first year or so of her life. She really does. And she come very stressed and very terrified, and she gets very stressy and very yappy. So when the pet tags come out, we put the pet tag on her, and we noticed that she calmed down. Now, she doesn't like water. She never goes in the sea. She never goes in the river or the streams. And this one particular hot day, they've taken Rosie for a walk, the stream's there, and she's gone into the stream and walked out. And it was like, wow, the only thing different was the pet tag. And then she had, going back now a few weeks back, she had a really bad upset stomach, a really stressy stomach. And we'd had Dr. Marie talking about the food freshness card and the earthing card. And I went round there. She hadn't eaten for 3 days. She was getting it really hard. And she's a little dog, so she needs to eat. Anyway, she come up, and I said, let's try the earthing card. And Esme was with my daughter. And I got the earthing card, and I waved it over Rosie. And she had been shaking and like this. She was absolutely in a right state. They couldn't believe it. We waved the earthing card, and she calmed right down. The shaking stopped and that. And I went to into the back of the car. I'd already offered her a treat, and she didn't want to know, but I went and got another one. And when she'd calmed down, she had a treat. So I sent her back in with an earthing card and a food freshness card. And she laid on these, and she recovered, and her stomach got better, and she was fine. We also find she's terrified of fireworks, but with the tag on, she was a lot better.
Ooh.
You know, Arj, I forgot to mention to everyone, anybody has an upset stomach, lay down, put a food freshness card in your belly. Absolutely incredible. Just take 15 minutes out, just lay down, put it on your belly, and chill out and watch what happens. It's incredible. You know, your gut bacteria, if it's upset and your stomach's upset, what the food freshness card does is totally incredible. I've done it. I've had friends do it. No drugs, no anything. The frequency of the food freshness card works. So that was just another side bit she reminded me of. All right, Arch, where are we?
Got one more about the stallion.
The stallion soul has the energy of a performance stallion, but doesn't feel the need to lash out when littlest thing with
You might be frozen.
his
Is this me frozen? Is this you frozen? Hello. Oh.
Well,
We're hearing bits and pieces.
Sorry, I got
Hey.
booted out. RJ, I'm sorry, everybody. My internet isn't always the best.
Keep your
No.
video off.
Are we okay, Arch?
Yeah, now you are. Just keep your video off, lower bandwidth.
Hello.
Hey, there we go.
All right, RJ, take over because my internet keeps killing.
Okay, so this is a story about a
Hope you can
stallion.
hear me.
You're cutting in and out, so I'm gonna take over. So Soul the horse is a heightened energy of a performance stallion, but doesn't feel the need to lash out when the littlest thing with his routine has changed. His trusting is getting so much better. He was abused and starved when he was in Spain, and it's been a challenge for him not to be expressive about his feelings. That's part of the Andalusian breed. They are very gentle, but when mentally pushed over the brink, it gets very difficult for them to return to something of stability again. So this tag has been an amazing change for them. And yeah, that was a story about a horse, which is just, we get stories like this all the time. So we love hearing that. If you have an animal, if you have a pet, the wow tag should be on it. It's only going to help. And from there, we're going to go to hey, I think I see a Rick. Do I see that? You got to unmute.
I'm on my phone.
Hey,
Am I live?
You're live. You're not live.
RJ, do we have a special?
Yes, we do. Let's go.
Well,
over
can we, before I get cut off again,
Yep.
tell somebody the special.
All right. It's buy one wow tag, get one free. A $295 value, valid through Monday. And on that note, I think it's